Learn about reviving a dead guy.
That's a little self-deprecating, but okay. You do you.
I shall leave. Enjoy your books.
Dan begins to leave. Does anyone else attempt to learn anything, or do you head off to actual class?
Becky's head is hurting, and there's too many names, so she takes 3 of the books nearest to her and steals them.
Roll sleight of hand. Disadvantage. That's 14. Zahn just looks towards you. You want to check those out?
Yes. What's the return policy?
As long as I get them back, I don't care. But a month.
Okay, I will check them out. How much are these?
Do you have a visitor's badge or your school ID?
I hold out the visitor badge that is stabbed into my arm.
You could have put it on your armor, but okay. She stamps it with what appears to be a magical, honestly, stamp. All right, if it's not returned within a month, the books will materialize back here.
With me?
No,
Okay.
you weren't checked out. I mean, maybe that one looks towards Tempest, but no.
Definitely checking her out.
Definitely checking her out. But you're not part of the school's property, so you're not coming with the books.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Sure. Anyone else want to check something out, or whatever you intend to do?
No, I'm gonna follow Becky to class and just watch her work out
I'm gonna go lift.
in a not creepy way.
I'm gonna go hit things.
Okay.
In an endearing kind of way.
Wait, that's the exit. Hold up, I'm going out a window.
Why do I keep going through windows?
They look like doors.
That's fair. Eventually, your team does reconvene back to the epicenter where this all started. You all diverge back some into the different classrooms, others into other classrooms. I guess Becky to the nearest classroom once more. Okay. Feel free to split amongst yourselves if you decide to. Otherwise, I will move you.
Tempest.
Yeah.
My brain feels stronger as it feels weaker, and I cannot think much.
That's fair. That's fair. You know, they say that the muscle, including the brain, gets weaker before it gets stronger. So this is just part of the process. You're doing awesome.
Did you know that gods are beings that live in a different realm?
Yeah.
And they
The
live
divine
like
gate and stuff like that. Yeah.
a very long time?
Yeah.
And they create things?
Yeah.
How do you know all this? Did you lift books too?
Some,
Yeah.
but mostly people just tell me.
They say.
It's probably because you have lots of friends. I don't have friends. They're dead.
Oh, I mean, my friends mostly left. I mostly travel on my own. But I've got
I
you guys
had
now.
good friends, but they're dead now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Leaves without
I'm
anything
laughing.
more.
I'm laughing at. I know you know what I mean. I'm laughing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dan, Ray would get there before you.
No, I'm fast. I can walk on water.
We didn't cross water.
I want to
I
see
went
what
through
Ray
the
does first.
windows.
Some random student comes in here. Vorn just basically calls on Ritual to just disperse them into another classroom. Sorry, Dan. Ray would have gotten here first.
Ray sits at the door waiting for the other students.
Okay.
Doesn't actually go in.
Are you gonna jump them before they get into the
Yeah.
class?
What?
Do the glass again.
The students eventually get here. Dan, at this point, could potentially be here randomly. I guess the rich
I would
snob-
only pull a Yeah, I would only pull aside the rich snob.
Okay. The other two students come inside. Can I help you with something, miss?
Oh, yeah. More comfortable this way.
What's going on?
So the thing is, you know how I'm just showed up today. I'm new, and I saw that you were the most talented one in the group. And I was wondering, I had a question before we go to the next session. If you want to step aside and help me out a little bit.
Ray roll persuasion? I feel like disadvantage because of the whole blood splatter thing.
Oh yeah. So even Ray's cuteness would not overcome the blood splatter to the face. You right.
No.
You right.
Like, it might, make it even, but a 10's not good enough.
Yeah.
So looking at this, the one rando student. No, I kind of want to see where this goes. Make it quick.
Oh yeah. So I found something. So you know the boy from earlier. He put it outside. Come on this way. And we'll just. Is this a door over here? First of all.
Yeah, it's a door.
Oh, then Ray would go this way.
Okay.
And out and right out here.
Okay. As you bring. Oh, is this a love confession? No, it is not.
Well, I mean,
Hello. Excuse me. Bye.
Ray is trying to use all the
That wasn't a window. That was a chimney, I think.
What was that?
Oh no, wait, that was a window. But
That was a window.
Vorn would have just thrown you out again.
Ray would stand where no one from inside can see.
That's good enough, I think.
Okay, so I was able to bring the boar back, but I didn't really understand it. I think it was kind of a one-off, and you seemed like the most skilled in the class. I just wanted to ask a simple question, and that would be, how do you know you're grabbing the right thing from the other side?
Because if you don't, you're likely to be tainted from the other side. Like it can be changed. I mean, I did mention this beforehand that you weren't ready for everything.
I know that. I know I wasn't ready, but I'm doing my best. And that's why I came to you, because you seemed like the most skilled.
He puffs up at that. He does like to be looked at more fondly. So when you say this, he does state, look, it all depends on what you're trying to grab. A spirit of a boar and things like that are easier to get than a human soul or a tiefling soul or whatever you have. It's a little bit easier to rob, something of that nature from the line, if you will.
So that's more of like a feeling, though? Like you feel like you're grabbing the wrong thing?
If you grab the
Something that's,
wrong
like,
thing, you'll immediately know. And you'll either let go, or you'll bring in something that's not supposed to be there.
Oh, yeah, of course. Well, that's the question I had. Let's get to class. We don't want to be too late.
Yeah.
So it's a non-combatant, right?
Technically.
Are you about to?
When he turns around.
You're gonna get arrested.
That's why I'm where no one will see.
He turns around.
I want to, using my medical knowledge, I would aim for the swiftest kill, like right to the back of the base of the head and spine,
Right.
and
Okay.
just
Assassin.
Ray, you
jab it in.
still need a hit.
Oh, boy.
What are you trying to hit with?
the really sharp dagger that's meant for poking that I bought.
All right. You have no training in dagger, so you don't have proficiency. What's your dex? Bonus. I just need the bonus.
Guess I'd be right here.
He's gonna sneak up behind you. Clinkety clankety clankety clink.
No, that's why Ray waited like got him to where he was close, and then right when he turned around, I wouldn't be like
Okay.
moving towards him. I would
Yeah.
just stab. It's a -1.
So you have to roll a d20 minus 1.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, boys, this is gonna go real wrong. But
You're always
It
good
is
at
what it is.
stabbing.
I was gonna
Mm.
say you don't need to roll high. It does need to be a 10. That is a 2. I'm gonna get to what happens to that later.
Outside.
Tempest and Becky, because Dan is still roaming the streets.
I'm Roman.
Adam looks towards you, Becky, her favorite student / strongest student. Miss Becky, it's been some time, and who's your friend here?
This is Tim Porst.
Tempest? Hi. Hi.
Tempest.
Pleasure
Yeah.
to meet you, Miss. So, tell me, are you ready to get lean, mean, and strong, or swift, lean muscle, and I don't know, yoga? Looks towards Still. We do yoga, yes, but it's not the primary thing. Nah, don't get me wrong. I like yoga myself. Short, build, doesn't like me. Then looks towards Tempest. So what did it be, Miss? Unless you're like just checking things out. More than fair.
I'm here to check things out, but also I'm really good with a bow.
Till then states, then you would want my tutelage rather than Adam's. No offense. Looks towards Adam. None taken. I do more battle axe, giant broadsword, 2 very big hammers.
Okay, so I'll go with you then.
Very well. All right then. This time, Adam then states, we will go with a more agile things of doing. Obviously, dexterity is needed for both practices of skills and training.
Wise.
In a sense, yes. If you can actively use your strength against other properties, you would be able to use those in a different manner. If you're able to swing a blade quite quickly, that would require dexterity. But if you have enough strength behind that swing, it would increase the velocity of the swing no matter what. So more or less, yes. Till then states that's not quite true, but go on. At any rate, this time we will be practicing swings, and then this time thrusts. And then Till states, in our course, we will be making sure that each of our targets are more aligned with ourselves. We will make sure we have precision aim, and then with that precision, take root and make sure we really do enough damage to bring the target down. We are working with precision rather than blunt trauma. Is everyone ready?
I am.
My
ready
team is
to
always
press.
more than fair. All right. This time around, you will be Becky. Since you are using strength to swing around, I want you to go ahead and use an attack roll plus your strength. And I mean, in addition to your strength. So whatever your strength in, you add to your swing. And Tempest, since you're taking aim and firing, it would be an attack roll plus your dexterity. Okay. So that would be long
My strength is 3.
so that'd be 23. Pretty good. Becky, you begin to swing heavily and fiercely. So much so that it's beginning to make that weird whooshing sound in the air. You don't use speed, rather you use so much force that you're basically cutting through the air with a giant blade in hand. Tempest, not really used to this type of training, looks at the
Sorry,
other
it's just-
students.
Jitters, nerves. I'm sorry. I can do better.
Distracted by my thrusting.
I was.
Yeah, distracted by Becky's thrusting and going, yeah, the librarian was right. Definitely checking them out. Accidentally shoots the bow beforehand and almost narrowly misses some other student. Thankfully enough, Till is able to swap it down into the ground. The other students do more or less fine. Again, I should probably give this student an actual token because they've been doing so well.
Yeah, they're very powerful.
Eventually, the students do train quite heartily and quite swiftly. Over the course of time, Becky, Tempest, you can roll again and see what you get this time. Not bad. Alright, and plus 3, that'd be 19. Beck, you've been swinging really, really well. The amount of precision training and skill set upon you is so much so that you are basically able to train and hone your skills quite impressively. Tempest, this time around, you're able to lock in your bow and precision shoot straight through and through into the actual armament. Eventually, the students are able to do 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oops, 5, 1. Let's see. Till's team, 15 to 16. Not bad. She deserves a token. I'm gonna give her a token. And 1, 2, 3. I think this guy failed before as well, but this time got a natural 1. The other students have been doing quite well, except for that one that almost, I'm gonna say, gets a battle hammer and like goes for a swing downwards, but almost hits Adam into the bushes. But thankfully enough, Tempest, you're able to strike the arrow into the bush to allow the curving of the swing downwards to bend to the other side. Adam does thank you for that. But Becky, you are able to train your skills well enough that you now have not only training in athletics, but expertise. What that means is you have your bonus of strength plus proficiency again.
Is that for all her attacks?
That's for athletics.
Oh, nice.
Whoa, cool. Wait, what does that mean?
It basically means that anything you decide to use athletics with, you have a very big bonus to it.
Okay.
So right now it's 6. When you have proficiency in it, it is 9.
Oh, nice.
Alright, let's see if I can't do that for you so you don't have to do it yourself.
Thank you.
Alright, that should do it.
I've become very powerful.
Yeah, I'll show you how to do that later on. But you now have expertise in athletics. And Tempest, you did well, but not exactly the best. Unfortunately.
Wait, but I rolled a 20.
It's not natural. You are able to learn. I'm not
And
going to
a
give you
1.
not anything. Don't worry, Tempest. You can tell that your training is fruitful and very useful. Looking at the properties that you have now, you can tell that your skill set is improving. If you continue on this practice throughout maybe tomorrow or the next day, you are and can tell that you will gain proficiency and expertise in acrobatics. Making sure your skill set and your own maneuvering is capable and swift of wind. You won't learn it today, but you can learn it tomorrow or the next day if tomorrow is not exactly great.
Okay.
Again, you practice all day. These 2 people are able to train you, so you don't lose anything. It just means today, not exactly your best day, but tomorrow, you'll have a chance. You don't have to be in class for that session. They've already taught you what you needed to learn, so you just need to train, and that's honestly it. But at that point in time, Adam does stay towards Till. All right, then. Last class for today. Looks towards Becky. Are you ready to test your own might?
Yes. I mean, test is... I never test. I just do. I'm just very mighty.
Most of the students, maybe Tempest, step back, and Adam and Till then explain. I'm going to use Till for this case. Now then, what you need to do is be able to hit the opponent and make sure that you're able to strike with enough force or skill to bring them down. Obviously, you don't want to kill them. If you do decide to, we can revive them, but please don't do that. Miss Becky, if you would step forwards. All right then. Now, you only need to strike once. We want to see how skilled and more or less you've learned today. Miss Becky, if you'd like to go first, or my student. Someone give me a name.
Roger.
Yeah, Roger's a nice name for a
That's what
girl.
I would have gone with. Okay.
Good.
Or my student, Roger here, will be able to do the same in kind.
Should have gone with Duck.
Rogers.
Would you like to go first or second, Miss Becky?
Second.
Very well then. Miss Rogers, will you demonstrate your own practices and skills? Roger nods and then moves forwards, bringing what appears to be a rapier in the air. It's a very thin, almost wiry blade, but definitely visible. She looks towards you and then begins to warm up a few swings here and there, parries and thrusts. And I want to give her this because she has been training quite well. And tries to go in and swing and stab.
Oh, damn.
Unfortunately, she swings and stabs quite well.
What a tiny little weapon you have. Smashes. Oh, no.
She parries and thrusts heavily into your armor set. It pierces heavily and does 12 points of piercing damage, and then swings back out. And then you with your long sword, I'm going to say 13 hits her. I'm going to make her AC 13. Sure. Alright, and with your magical weapon, you're able to smash in and do a good amount of damage. It's almost on par. If she had a magical weapon, she could probably do the same amount of thing, but she doesn't. So when you swing back out, Adam and Till know how things work, know that your weapon's a little stronger than hers, but you did do more damage, and honestly, on the battlefield, that's all that matters. So Adam and Till look towards you, smiling an improvement. Her student did well, and you did better in kind. So Adam comes forwards towards you and clasps you. She's not that tall. On the back, right above your butt, but right below your back muscles.
Ooh.
I forget what the place is called. She's not that tall. But it's a good slap on the back. Not bad, kid. This deserves a reward. All right. I can't only give you cash as, that be frowned upon. A teacher giving their student money. Kind of look weird.
Technically, I'm not a student. I'm a visitor.
Student visitor, same thing. But let me go look for something. Till looks towards Roger and then states, "Not bad. You did improve far more than I had imagined, but overall you did quite well. I believe I can enchant your weapon to make sure that you have a chance with the same type of skill sets that Miss Becky here has." Roger nods and then goes back with her classmates. Roger gets an enchanted +2 weapon. And then Adam comes back and looks towards you. All right, then. Your skills are strong, kid. Good swing, good back muscles. Definitely enough power behind that. Look, I'm not technically supposed to give this out, but it is my property, so I really don't care. This here is a amulet that enhances your AC by +1. So it'll help you out on a long pinch and make sure you don't get hit a little bit more.
Thank you. I just will be needed since somebody ran off with my good boots.
I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. She has no idea what you're talking about. All right,
Well, thank you,
students.
anyways.
And then you hear a large cry before class is over. But class is technically over. But more on that later. Dan, what are you doing?
Oh, me. I just am in the halls, looking for more windows.
Uh, you look for more windows. Eventually, do you just give up on the water walking thing?
Oh, are we still water walking?
Yeah, you haven't learned it yet. You've begun the process of it, but you haven't learned it yet.
Gotta
Oh,
water
I
walk on
expected that
your
I learned to
water.
water walk. Oh,
You
jeez,
essentially can
trees.
fly.
I can essentially fly and swim. I could fly underwater, but walk on top.
If you carry a bucket, you can
It's
just
like
keep
reverse
replacing
swimming.
the water.
Uh-oh, hold up. Uh-oh. Yes, back to the middle of class.
Uh,
I have learned water walking.
Walt looks towards you. That's a bridge, but good for you. Always incredible to make sure you have a positive attitude. All right, then. Most of you are now. Dan, you missed like half the session. Slash class. All right.
Order.
Most of you know how to now use the Tempest within you to move the water and flow. Now we want to make sure that the secondary part is acceptable to you. All right, then. This time, go ahead and roll Arcana to make sure that the flow of energy and water is buoyant in your feet to make sure you're able to step on other water and not
Oh.
fall down.
Boy. Good thing I am good at Arcana.
It's not terrible.
Oh,
Uh,
almost did it.
You begin to hone in your skills down, back and forth, back and forth. Dan, you rolled a natural 20 on the last skill set, so Arcana was honestly the only thing you needed to succeed on. So when the other students begin to learn and do things, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. You can tell that the farthest student to the north is a little bit better than you in this part. Whether you want to sabotage them or not is entirely up to you. But you do feel like this time you have a good assortment of skills within your self to maybe do this. Bond then states, all right, students, now step on the water and see how well you do.
Well, bam.
You immediately rush over to the other side. Falls. He passed this one last time, so I don't know why I rolled for him. He automatically succeeds. Dan, you jump and immediately brace your feet, and nothing happens. And then you look on the ground, and that's not ground, that's water. You're now able to walk on the water, and then you begin to slowly sink because you're not moving anywhere.
Nice.
Do you move?
No, I will transition to standing in water.
After a good minute, you begin to go down up to chest level, and now you're just floating in the water because, you're not moving anywhere.
I am a fish. I'll go to eye level.
You sink further down, and now you're like one of those fish that look outside and maybe see if people have food.
Yes, or an alligator. Ferocious.
Oh yeah, I forgot about alligators for some reason. And this guy passes as well, and just moves over to the other side.
Wow. Mom, am I related?
Again, no. There's a lot of merfolk out there. Like if you want,
to that guy, the other classmate.
the other classmate.
Yes,
Roll a
he
d20.
can walk on all sides of water as well. Oh.
Huh. You're not sure. The person themselves does have a lot of bright, shiny, expensive clothing, but they themselves seem to be interesting. They look a little bit hardier than you. They look maybe a little bit stronger than you. Maybe, I don't know how
More
Dan
human?
sees himself. More human.
Oh, damn.
But it's hard to tell. Is this my brother? Is this my half brother? You're not entirely sure.
Yes, brother. I don't.
And
Damn.
I'm just gonna give him an actual token then. He looks like I'm gonna go with this.
Whoa, Todd? Todd? Todd Mindan?
Maybe you're not sure. Uh,
Maybe. I
Maybe.
don't know.
But Bon and Walt look at the rest of the students, train them, and teach them how to do so. And eventually, the other students may or may not get it, but they move enough that. And learn enough that eventually they all kind of get it, but maybe need to train tomorrow. Dan, you're now able to move on water. You're not able to stand on water, but you're able to move through it as long as you're moving.
Wow. Impressive.
It's basically the monk feat that they get later on and leveled up longer, but it's pretty good. And then after a while, before I guess Dan asks Watt or maybe the other teacher, Bon, if that guy to the north is your half brother, you hear a scream further to the north.
Wow.
So immediately when Ray tries to stab this Wrench Pompous guy in the back, they throw their dagger to try to aim for a very heavy artery where it sink in and auto kill them. But instead, they're not really trained in this type of combat or skill set. So it immediately veers immediately to the left and sinks into the door halfway in. Looking behind them, all they see is you, so they open the door and scream inside, just going, "Ah!"
Well, as soon as I could I? How far would he get before I got another action?
You're not even gonna make an excuse. You're just gonna stab again.
No, hold on.
He'd get here.
Oh my god.
Get this quick.
He's not trying to attack you. He's just trying to run.
Okay. Ray could. That's too far away for suggestion. Ray will grab the knife and then go south this way towards the front door.
Okay. How much movement did you take?
I go as fast as he's going that way.
Okay, so
I'm
you're taking
going my
no
full
action.
speed.
I'm gonna say the
Yeah,
grabbing the
I'm
blade is a free action, and a bonus action. So you can get here. All right, everyone roll tornado. Because you all heard
Right.
this.
It's been a while.
That kid's screaming. There's no going around that.
I
If you,
jumped
if you
through the
ignore it,
window.
you can ignore it.
I want to roll turn order. Initiative. What? Is it a high initiative?
You've become more powerful.
I have become very powerful because I got the jump on him, jumping through the glass.
Who else would go? Probably Adam. Making Till look after the students. Not bad. He got a 15. Vorn got 11 because he really doesn't care. What? 13. Stone got a 15. Not bad. And Ava got... Oh, Ava got a 14. And Adam got a 7. That's unfortunate for her. Okay. Changing the music of University of Magic to something new. War elephants? Let's go with that. Dan, you're up first. You heard an immediately cry out shriel. It's not manly. It's more like, at first they were trying to be manly, but now they're just running for their life. So it's, oh, then to, ah!
Huh.
Ray, I feel like that's
Yappity dog.
appropriate.
It gives me anxiety.
Yeah.
Also, jumping through the glass gave me anxiety.
Yeah. Cutting through the wall, you just burst through like you normally do, and see this student just crying out in fear.
Do I see anything wrong with them?
They're rushing towards you, but they don't seem bodily hurt. just panicked and afraid.
How human are they?
Very.
Oh, they're very human?
Yeah.
Oh.
Actually, I'm gonna
then
roll a
I
d8.
don't.
Let's see. Yeah, they're a half elf, so half human, half elf.
Gross. Curious. Do I see any blood?
Not on him.
Do I like him?
You've never met him.
Do I like his face?
He's handsome in the way of, I don't have to work for this, but I've been bred for this. I have this great clothing that I didn't pick out, but, you know, I have people for that. If you just feel like you only like pretty people with money, yes.
Okay. I don't know how to react. I will just cast Shrink on the person to keep him safe. I want him. I want to keep him safe, close by. So I want to cast
Okay.
whatever opposite of enlarges.
You cast Shrink. He does need to make a save. I'm going to say 6 does not make it, so he just shrinks down to half his size.
Damn, he's like a little person now.
He's even higher pitched
Hello, are you
now.
okay, small child?
Yeah. Becky, you're correct. Instead of
This
it's
is
more
what
like
I missed. It was too small.
in a more childlike voice, Dan, you just hear like after you say, "Sir, are you okay?" He's more like, "No, help! This crazy tiny arm is trying to kill me."
Wait, but
Did I shrink half of the non-human out of you?
He doesn't know what that means. He's panicked. He's not able
I'm
to
angered.
fully.
Spot. Yes. I just stare at him. I guess that's my action.
Okay. Bonus
I
or
move here,
movement. Okay.
though. Move.
You're able to move just fine. Bonus action.
Oh, bonus action.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've got no action.
Okay. If you don't have anything or don't know what to do, it's perfectly fine.
Oh, I don't know what to do.
Okay.
I've never gone first.
That's fair. Unfortunately,
Come
Stone is
last.
proactive. So, looking around, he does. I want to. Ray, are you attempting to hide or just sprint away? It sounded like you're just
No.
sprinting away.
Ray is sprinting as far away from the door as she can,
Okay.
and then going to sit down and act like she was reading a book.
Let's see. He would have immediately screamed outside of the building and run in. So Stone's not dumb. He would look out. He would probably notice you, Ray. You're not rushing away. Well, you are rushing away, but then like stop and like pretending to like just lean back on the wall and like,
Window.
yeah, I'm a
Dude,
rebel. I'm
are
skipping
these
class.
are those windows?
Yes, as
Yes.
Dan
Oh.
has mentioned time before, he busts through them
I've
all
been
the time.
jumping through 'em.
Oh, then I would have run a different direction. But okay, that's fine.
You've seen Dan break
Because
through
I
windows.
was I was in a position where like I was not able to be seen. So I would have. Never mind.
Yeah, okay. Which direction would you have gone?
I would have gone as far away from this without being like going in front of any windows.
Okay.
So probably like
You
this.
Go
direction.
through into the forest section more or less. I'm gonna say you get here, so you have cover. Not fully visible, but
Mhm.
naturally being camouflaged.
Yeah.
So he has
Ray
to roll.
Ray wouldn't want to be hidden. Ray is just getting away, but not hiding.
Yeah.
Just moving. It's like, oh, okay.
I'm gonna say your natural camouflage gives you a 13 skill stealth, because you know you're hidden in the forest. But the scream did come out from outside. It doesn't mean that he merely believes that you're a threat, but he does see you.
Yeah.
So looking at this, looking at you, after they wander out, poke their head out, that's 5 feet, look in the direction of where the scream was called out. Stone just like using his staff, head part just crashes the window open, even though you could have just easily opened it. Looks toward the students. Study hall.
Wow.
Kicks.
guy.
Basically claps the wall. Immediately, you feel a force of energy begin to build. He jumps out. Immediately, a spell activates, and that classroom is now protected. Also, those students can do whatever they want. I guess.
So does Ray notice him?
Yeah, he's not.
Oh,
He's not
Ray.
being subtle.
Yeah, Ray would wave.
He can easily get to you just fine. Looking towards the area, he does look towards with his scream called out and looks towards you, Ray. Young mister, are you all right?
Oh, I'm fine. Is there something going on?
Didn't you hear that scream? Ray, roll deception.
Oh no, I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, is something wrong?
Yeah, I did hear the scream. Is there something wrong?
Ray, roll deception. While you're
Wait,
not
why would that
deceiving,
be
you're
decep-
lying through omission.
Would that not be persuasion?
Not really. Because
Or
you know what's
deception.
going on. Like, if you can think of a way why it wouldn't be, let me know.
You're deceiving them.
Hey,
Be more like, wow, that was a loud scream.
well, because I'm not
Goddamn, roll
lying.
20.
It's like, yeah, that did know that scream.
It's still lying through omission, right? You know the actions that have happened. The guy screamed, he wasn't being subtle. You just standing in the forest and going, no, everything's all right. Is something
Shorten
going
his
on?
scream.
Is major suspicious. And so Stone just looks towards you and goes, wait here.
Okay.
I'm going to shout out for my teammates. And then he just shouts out in what appears to be, Ray, do you know? No, I don't think you do. No, you don't. Sorry. He shouts out something in what appears to be a weird, vague language. It almost looks like a mixture of various other languages. And then nothing currently happens because it's not their turn yet. Student's turn. Student just immediately tries to get into the classroom where Dan is. Dan, are you trying to block the door, or are you just standing there?
Just waiting for the little man.
Okay. He looks
My little
up
man.
at the doorknob and goes, "Can you open it?"
Am I allowed to open it?
Yeah, it's not locked.
Can I pick him up?
Yes.
I want to pick him up and try putting him in my pocket. I know it won't fit, but the effort needs to be there.
It's not your turn,
I know
unfortunately.
he's only half the size, but oh, sorry.
It's not your turn, unfortunately.
okay.
And that's more of an
Can
action
I
kind of
just
thing.
stand here?
Yeah.
Then I'm staring.
Okay. So you're not helping him, and he just looks like crawls down, bends down towards where the doorway is slightly opened at the very bottom, and just shouts out inside, "Professor, something's trying to kill me! This, what would he say? This weird witch, your student. I knew she was
Not a
trouble.
witch.
She didn't smell like money." And I guess that's his turn.
I'm not money.
Says Dan randomly. All right. Unfortunately, Ava does know what language is being spoken. What would she do? Yeah, she's gonna do this. Immediately, Ava gets out of her classroom, looks around, comes forwards, tries to open this door. It's locked because he casted a protective ward spell. Notices Dan, moves forwards. Is everything all right? Then looks towards this very, very small student. Tom, help! This witch lady doesn't smell like money. Describes Ray to a T.
I'm not money.
Trying to kill me with a dagger. What? Please, you have to
Turn me
arrest her or
into a
kill her.
fish.
All right, I'll see what I can do. spends the rest of her turn to go inside. Vorn just looks towards him. Miss, you can't be. I don't care. Is what she says. Watt on their turn looks towards Bon. Take care of the students. You already broke this window, so he's gonna go through. Notices the doorway is broken open. Notices this tiny student and basically shoves him inside of the classroom.
I'm not money.
And then is able to get here and then like throw something to break the window. Becky.
I immediately turn to Adam and go, it sounds like a banshee has infiltrated the school, and I shall protect it. So I'm going to pick up a rock, and I'm going to throw it as hard as I can out this window towards the noise.
Okay. Breaking so many windows. You
make
do
it
so,
through
it's
there.
not that hard to do. Especially with your new athletics. You would actually require an athletics roll, but honestly, you're right there. You grab a rock and then just chuck it heavily. Not only breaking this window, but breaking the window after that one as well.
Nice. I then jump through it.
All right. You're able to jump through that window just fine. You have 30 feet left. Unless you decide to take a dashing action, which in case you have 40 feet left.
I will jump dash to this bridge.
Okay. You sprint forwards and jump. Go ahead and roll athletics to use your strength to jump onto the bridge. Just fine. Yeah, you're easily able to get there and like go right here. I think you have 10 more feet, but that's about it. That window is already broken.
I jump through that window.
You find Dan and Tempest.
Dan.
Becky,
I'm here to protect you from the banshee.
I saw it. It was small.
A micro banshee. They're faster and more cunning than the normal sized banshees.
I think it put a spell on me.
Please,
I don't look like my brother.
quickly cover yourself in water to wash away this spell. That's how magic works.
I think that's how stains work. Tempest.
All right. Did I hear beyond just the scream? Did I hear anything like the lady in armor is trying to kill me?
He's not quiet. Yeah. It's a little more high pitched, more like a child, or maybe whatever it is now.
Okay, so hearing that and thinking, oh boy, I'm going to go just kind of, I'm not going to go towards the noise, but I'm going to go like vaguely towards the western direction and like look for Ray, because I feel like I know that it's Ray.
Okay.
So I'll just use like my action and my bonus to dash.
All right. It's been a while since I saw Tempest's character sheet.
It's just a plain 30, so like 60 feet. Like there.
I think you might have the skill set that you can use a bonus action as your dash action. So I think you would get an additional.
Oh, that's true. So I
30
get 90.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you go through any windows? can.
You know what?
People are
Everyone else
breaking
is
them.
going through
Yeah.
windows. Yeah, I'll go through windows.
Thing to do.
Does that maybe give me like an extra 10 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
All right, and that's my turn.
Vorn just wants all of this to be settled down. So just looks towards his students, his now new MIDI student, and goes, "All right, so wait here. I'll take care of the problem." Oh, he can get out just fine. Watt already broke the window, so he can just get out. Looks towards Stone, and then looking to the Professor, he then states, "Oh, you already caught the perpetrator, didn't you?" Stone then states, "What do you mean?" "It seems that one is trying to kill our students. I'm gonna have to go ahead and take care of this. Well, we need to make sure everything is questioned and take care of beforehand. No, I can always revive them if they die, don't worry." But before Stone can actually try to, be logical and not just randomly kill somebody, Vorn still has their entire turn left. Ray, I want you to go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw.
Don't worry, when you get brought back to life, it's definitely not going to have any repercussions. Oh.
There's
that's-
one thing I am, and it's durable.
That's pretty good. But you're dealing with a professor in the magic school?
Yes.
Okay.
He's in school. He's not doing magic stuff.
Anime magic school.
Okay.
Professor, does he look like he's going to kill us?
Before he can answer, because oops, I accidentally clicked out of D&D Roll 20. 1 second while I log back in.
A sign. It's the micro banshee. It's close. I think I saw it go in the room.
I shall punch through this wall and attack it.
Ray standing
I
next
think
to
I
this
can
professor,
draw it.
obviously not a threat.
Looking towards you, Stone does state, I'm not entirely sure, but honestly, I worry about you more than me. I could probably take it. I don't know." And then before he finishes, a massive amount of energy is being conjured up inside of his hands. Man, I really don't want to do this.
Oh, no.
You would,
I-
though.
Yeah.
No.
You did well, so you take half damage. But
How do you only have 33 health?
I have no health. I'm just hard to hit.
okay, this spell is known as Negative Energy Flood. It's a 5th level necromancy spell, so it's pretty strong.
I'm dead.
5th level spell.
Might roll really low. Like
At least it's
only
not a level
one.
9.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this does do 5d12 points of damage.
Yeah.
Huh.
Just 12 damage. That's
Well,
Rip.
chance.
You send
total.
ribbons of negative energy at one creature you can see within range unless the target is undead. If you're not, it must make a Constitution saving throw. Take 12 necrotic damage
About
on a
to.
failed save or half as much on a successful one. Your target killed by this damage raises up as a zombie at the start of the next turn. The zombie pursues whatever creature it can see that is closest to it. The statistics for a zombie are monster manual. If the target is undead, that target is making a saving throw instead.
Am I gonna accidentally attack the other professor while I'm
Might.
Beef.
Thankfully enough, I rolled low, so you still get hit for 18 points of necrotic damage. Thankfully enough, I rolled low. Looking towards you, he then states, "Looks like I'll have to do more damage than that." Too bad it's not his turn anymore. Adam, on the other hand, then goes, "All right, go time!" Immediately just bursts through walls instead of windows. And unfortunately, they can't get there in time. Ray.
Professor, what the how? I'm like, what's going on? I've never hurt anyone.
Truth.
Roll deception.
That is a truth. I have never hurt anyone before
You
because I have not
stabbed me.
successfully hurt someone.
You have hurt someone,
You
though.
have hurt
Me.
someone, and you've attempted to hurt someone. This is lying through, skewing the truth.
No, that's not. That's persuasion, if anything.
You
yeah.
literally
Yeah.
stabbed someone a second ago.
No, I didn't.
I
did not
did.
hurt him.
What about me?
Uh,
You stabbed me in the chest.
You stabbed Dan
but that
before.
was- But okay, Ray would. No.
You
In
tried
this
to
case-
light hair on
Yeah.
fire.
In this case, I can see
No.
Ray's. It's still total fabrication, but it is the truth.
Persuasion.
Yeah, it is the truth, technically.
Yeah.
It's not taking down any walls, though. But looking through this, Stone does state. Then hold down. I'll make sure you're taken care of beforehand. If you run now, there is no going back.
I'm not running. I didn't run. I
You took
waved
a
at
step
you when
back.
you came.
You're pretty
literally
quick.
hide behind the professor who can actually take these hits.
Yeah, and he's warning you
not
to not
running,
move
but-
any further.
Okay. Ray will use No, not Ray. I want to do Cure Wounds at level 2. On myself.
Movement or bonus action.
No, I'm just hiding behind the professor.
Okay. Dan.
I would like to smash through the door.
It's open, but okay.
I'd like to hop like halfway up, like I'm jumping through a window, but realize it's a door, so kind of
Mhm.
just fall through the front door. Yes.
You almost land on this
My-
tiny half elf.
Everyone, be careful! Someone told me there's a micro banshee in here.
Wad just looks at
Oh,
you
God.
like you're crazy. Ava just looks at you like, no, she's been warned about you. Looks at you.
It's there. This has to be the micro banshee. It's
Uh,
so small.
Ava looks, that's Tom, but why are you so small? Tom looks up and points towards Dan. Flustered. He doesn't really say anything. Honestly, he's traumatized. He's not a nice person, but he's still traumatized.
Is he? Can I investigate if he's a micro banshee?
Dan, you can. It will eat your action.
My whole action, but then I get a bonus.
I'm gonna say half
Can I,
your
can I use
action.
a spell with the bonus action?
Depend. You know what? I'm gonna say it's if you're on a bonus action. That's fair. Do you?
Yes.
No. Just a very, very tiny half elf that you changed. Not a macro banshee.
This isn't a micro banshee.
You can tell though that he pissed his pants. But that's about it.
Yeah. Oh. So now I am left with movement and half an action.
No, I'm gonna say you
Drink
have your whole
water.
action.
Oh, my whole action.
Mm.
Let me think this through. I see the old guy going through the wall.
Mhm.
Do I know what's going on? I guess I don't know what's going on. I saw a person scream, and now he's a little person screaming. I was
He
told by
told
Becky
you that he was
they
being
are
attacked
micro
by a.
banshee.
Yeah. He told you that he was being attacked by a woman in armor. Gave the description of Ray.
But him screaming is him attacking me if he's a micro banshee. I think
You-
he's a micro banshee.
Don't. You don't believe that's true. If you want to say, nah, I don't believe, that's fine. I'll allow it.
It's true. All right. I would like to hand out. I'd like to hold my family out, and I
You
would like to
hold out
say,
some dirt.
everybody, this micro banshee killed my family.
Dan, roll deception? I want to say, I want to give you disadvantage, but I think, yeah, disadvantage because of this scenario. But you rolled a
Very
19.
persuadable.
Looking at you and looking at Tom, they know for a fact that Tom isn't a micro banshee. But they're going to put that on hold for now. Watt looks towards Tom and then states, don't go anywhere. We want to make sure that everything is cleared up. I don't know what you did, Tom, to antagonize this woman in armor or this fish person with their dirt? Tom just looks. I didn't do anything.
He's putting spells on me.
Dan, anything else?
That's it.
Okay.
Treating him like a witch.
Okay. Stone immediately casts what appears to be a spell hitting the ground. You see a symbol then emerge at the ground once he removes his hand. You then feel a clacking and clattering of stones just moving around you. And then almost like a force field is now enveloping you. You have been ensnared in something very powerful, but ultimately it doesn't harm you, it doesn't kill you. But no spells are able to transfer into the cube, and no spells are able to transfer outside of this cube. He's instantly restrained you and made sure that no one can harm you or kill you. Audio voices are able to be, thrown out, and everything else of that nature are also able to be transmuted. So with that, we'll likely end our session here. Everyone will eventually get there just fine. Vorn, Watt, Ava, Dan with his pocket banshee, Becky,
It's not a pocket banshee.
Spells on me.
It's a micro devil.
Tempest eventually, after she figures out that this door is locked by magic. I'm going to see if...
Not the windows, though.
We'll figure out if Micah and Nara are able to figure this out. They probably will. But I'm not going to say a yes or no. But your team is eventually able to get here. And, well, Ray has a lot of explaining to do. Both to the kingdom, the authorities, the school, your team, and especially themselves. But whether or not they can deceive themselves, we'll figure that one out next time. As we
I
end the
think
session.
we proved that she can.
Yeah,